tie him for the top going into the rebound.
Back to South Summit High School tonight. It's boys' turn. It's Manti and South Summit squaring off for the region title in Region 16. We've had a lot of that going around as the girls last night lost the heartbreaker to North Summit 48-44. They slip into second place. North Summit goes into first place at 5-0 in the girls' league. Well, tonight first place is on the line in Region 16 boys as Manti comes in at 4-0. South Summit riding a 3-game winning streak in the region at 3-1. If South Summit could pull off the win tonight, they'd move into a first-place tie with Manti, and with the head-to-head would be ahead in the tiebreaker and could move ahead into first place in Region 16. Manti's a good team. They come in to the night ranked number 3 in the state at 11-5. They trail Layton Christian, who's 10-5. Waterford 13-1. Manti, as we mentioned, third. South Sevier at 11-4. And Emory at 9-6. Manti has played a tough schedule thus far, and they bring a very athletic team. They're led in scoring by Derek Wright at 13 points a game, as well as Trevor Allred at 13 points a game. Thomas Allred at 10 points a game. Connor Bowles at 11 points a game, and then they have two coming off at Thomas McFarland and Stuart Lott at 7 points apiece as well. So a very balanced, deep, athletic, quick Manti team, and so South Summit will have their hands full tonight trying to keep up with what has been the best team in Region 16 thus far. South Summit's been playing quite well, getting a lot of energy from newly acquired from injury Ty Jones, as South Summit has beaten American Leadership 65-41, North Summit 48-44, and Gunnison 54-46 in 3 consecutive wins after having dropped to Summit Academy in the opener of the region title. South Summit's been playing well. It's been active. It's been pretty good. If we can get them to shoot well tonight and play their continual good defense, good things should happen.
Defense is where it's going to start. Manti scoring anywhere from 80 to 90 points a game. They put a lot of pressure on, get turnovers, and get a lot of easy layups off the turnovers. And even when they don't get the turnovers, they get the rebound and they run the ball. And they pass. So we're going to have to be ready to keep moving. The nice thing is we've noticed with the return of Ty Jones, we've got a little bit of speed out there, and it's going to be interesting to watch and see how the ball bounces tonight. Hopefully our boys play tough and they're actually in it towards the end of the game.
One nice thing is Manti only beat Summit Academy by 1. Gunnison ended up beating Summit Academy, which is a huge win for the Bulldogs. And as we mentioned, we just lost by a handful to Summit Academy early, so they're perfectly capable of being beat. And South Summit's good effort tonight could do it. So we're looking forward to a fun and exciting night as South Summit will try to go to the top of the region standings. And so hopefully they come out with their best game. They limit turnovers. They shoot well, shoot some good things from the free throw line, and we should be in good shape. So thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate Jeremy Fierro's back from his trip. Jordan Howe will be helping with the camera. Thanks to All West and to all our sponsors who bring you Wildcat basketball. Joe Santos, Cody Boeing. Exciting night of South Summit basketball. Manti and the Wildcats tip off in about 2:52, and we'll join you then with the starting lineups as we have a great game in store for you tonight.
16 matchup tonight. Special welcome event from Manti. If you all please rise, our cheerleaders will provide our honor guard for us this evening as we honor our nation's colors. Please join in singing our national anthem. Thank you, cheerleaders. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'd like to introduce the starting lineups for this evening's matchup. First of all, for the Manti Templars, Manti comes in with a 4-0 region record, first in region. Starting this evening for Manti, number 2, Connor Bowles. Number 3, Trevor Alder. Number 5, Derek Wright. Number 25, Thomas Allred. And number 32, Thomas McFarland. Manti is coached by Evan Shakespeare.
Right, the lights are back on. South Summit, Manti about ready to tip it off. Out for the Wildcats. Starting lineup is Santos, Griffin, Ty Jones, Mason Gines, Matt Brady, and for the Manti Templars, Connor Bowles, Trevor Alder, Derek Wright, Thomas Allred, and Thomas McFarland. So as you mentioned, Joe, pretty lengthy team out there. 6'7", couple of 6'4", and a couple of 6-footers and a 6'2". So it's a pretty good-sized team.
And all very athletic looking.
And they ought to present quite a test tonight for South Summit. I think we're up for it. Mason Gines controls the tip. And it's not often you jump tip and then go right back to the one.
No.
Not many point guards jump center, but we got one as Mason Gines gets in low. And there'll be a foul on the rebound immediately as Mason missed the little runner. And let's see who they give the foul to. It's either Griffin or Mason, and they give it to Jason Griffin. So first personal on Griff, first personal or team foul on South Summit. And Manti will get their first offensive possession. Just underway here. Region 16, number 1 spot on the line tonight. As inside, nice give and go inside to number 3, Alder. He gets the first bucket of the ball game. It's a 2-0 lead for the Templars. Skips up top to Griffin. Griffin spins in the lane, goes over to Gines and back to Santos. Or Jones. Jones looking for Santos, top of the key. As Manti comes out in a pretty tight man-to-man defense. We'll see if South Summit can get something going here on the offensive end. Ball's knocked away by number 5, Wright. Wright dishes off. And number 2, Connor Bowles gets the bucket. And just like that, it's a 4-0 lead for Manti. on the turnover, South Summit, leading to an easy bucket from the Templars. They try to go over the top. Santos to Brady, and Brady saves it out of bounds, knocks it off a Manti Templar. It'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with South Summit.
That was good hustle from Brady. A little deep on the entry pass, but I thought it was a good idea.
And they'll go to Griff out of the inbounds play. Goes over to Matt Brady, trying to go baseline. Shut down there well by McFarland. And now South Summit will reset at the top. Going to have a hard time getting stuff down low. We're going to have to shoot well tonight. His long arms and some tall players here for Manti is going to make it tough. Going to have to go around. Get some pump fakes, see if they can't get something off the dribble as they go inside to Santos. Santos comes up underneath. Nice shot by Bracken, unable to get the roll off the glass, and it's going to stay with South Summit one more time. Good hustle by Ty Jones.
That was good hustle. It was a good look. Again, just not quite getting in. Those big, tall guys kind of pose a little
had to get a little higher than he wanted and didn't quite get the angle as he came up from underneath. And now Mason Gines will inbound and go to Santos. Santos getting in the lane, spinning up off the glass, no good. Another good move there by Bracken. Just not able to get one to fall early on. It's a 4-0 lead for the Templars, 6:13 left in the ball game. And now around the back, nice move there by Bowles, and unable to convert as Gines is quickly back. Gines goes up, nice shot, Mason Gines. First bucket of the night on the finger roll from the junior. It's a 4-2 lead, Templars. So Manti now get something going on the offensive look. Griff's got to be careful with one foul already. Can't get him into foul trouble. Brady got a bump, no call, and the bucket by number 25, Allred. So Allred now takes it to a 6-2 lead. And South Summit now on the baseline. Griff goes up underneath. Jason Griffin. Beautiful job getting it over top. The outstretched hand to McFarland. Griffin will go to the free throw line. Get a chance to convert the three-point play.
That was a good take by Griff. Like you said, we've mentioned this numerous times, but Griffin does things with a lot of patience, and I think that gets people a little mixed up there.
Off balance a little bit, yes. He's very soft around there. I'd like to see him go off tonight. He's been not scoring as many as he'd like. And my guess is we can get him off for 15 or 20. We'll be right in the middle of it as he's going to have to score tonight, stay in the ball game, stay out of foul trouble. And Manti trying to get some cutters off that high post look. Little turnaround's no good, and Santos with the rebound. 6-5 lead for the Templars. Santos threads the needle. I don't know how he got it through, but he did. And Griffin will get the travel. Turnover on South Summit. One-hand pass through the lane. Griff, I thought, had the shot. And again, the length of Manti playing havoc on the inside game of South Summit.
But it's nice. We're out and running. I think that's a good sign.
So often leads to defensive rebounds. And this time, Allred into the lane. Gets another bucket. Quick off the dribble. Easy shot up off the glass. And down low to Griff. Beautiful pass by Mason Gines. 5 points already for Griff. Beautiful assist from Mason. It's again a 1-point lead as the deep three's taken by Alder. It's no good. It'll bounce out of bounds to South Summit. Quick shot there put up by Alder. And checking out will be the big 6'7", number 32, McFarland. And checking in, number 1, Stuart Lott. So a little speed for some size now for Manti as they set up their press. 1-2-2 press. And you can see why they come in with that as Mason Gines brings it in and goes to Ty Jones. Inside to Mason up off the glass. Again, beautiful pass from Ty Jones. South Summit getting a lot of buckets off assists. And South Summit takes their first lead of the night. Lott slips. And ball goes to Alder, who kicks out to the wing to number 5. That's right. He gets the three-pointer, and Manti goes up top, 11-9. Ty Jones inside to Brady. Brady not able for it, or ready for it, and right has it knock off his foot. He goes baseline. Beautiful defense there by Mason Gines, shutting him down on the dribble. Manti will have to reset. Alder working his way. Beautiful pass and drive to Bowles, and Bowles gets his second bucket of the night. 13-9 lead for Manti. Ty Jones into the lane. Has the ball blocked away, and Manti comes out with the loose ball. Santos tries to guard on Right, he gets another bucket, and quickly now Manti's out by 6 on a 7-0 run, and South Summit turns the ball over. So as you mentioned, they can score quickly. Last time they put up 82 points on North Summit, and North Summit's a pretty good defensive team, so we're going to have to be careful with the ball. Many of these buckets are coming off turnovers.
Again, another turnover down there on just an inbounds.
3:25 left, first quarter. South Summit trailing by 6, 15-9. Inside, great pass again, and the up and under by Wright. He's got 7 now, and it's a 17-9 lead. Quick tempo, Brady up high, no good. Ty Jones with the offensive rebound, misses the easy one, but Griffin on the rebound and the shot. Griff, great quarter as he's got 7, can go to the line to have 8, and a much-needed bucket there for Jason Griffin.
Coach Hatch mentioned before the game that their pressure isn't a lot, it's just everywhere, so meaning it's not in your face, but it just gets people.
Constant.
Yeah, constant.
As Griffin hits the free throw. 8 points on the night for Jason Griffin. It's a 5-point lead for the Templars at 17-12. And now Lott trying to find somebody. Spins. Good help there by Mason Gines. Up off the glass. Lott no good. Gines with the rebound. And quickly Mason on the transition. Passes off to Jones. Jones inside. No good. Fight for the board. Jones hustles to it. And just unable to get it from going out of bounds. Nice hustle by Tyus. He's had a couple of good looks. Frustrated he's unable to convert on one, but he'll get it soon. He's working hard.
He is working hard.
2:39 left, first quarter. Manti up by 5. High scoring first quarter. And now is left. Goes Alder. Takes it up. No good. And Griffin down with the board. Gines tries to thread the needle to Santos. Another turnover.
And their shots are so close. I mean, they're high percentage shots. Their shot percentage has got to be pretty high for the season, I'd imagine.
Well, like you mentioned, a lot of transition buckets. Sure, a lot of them are free throw layups. Now they try to go up over the top. Brady doing a good job of preventing Alder from getting down on the baseline on that pass. Nice defense there by Matt Brady. It'll be South Summit basketball on the turnover. Now full court pressure put on by the Templars. They go up over the top and out over the outstretched arm of Stuart Lott. Lott just gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds right here in front of the bench.
They have 4 guys before half court with only 1 deep. It looks like we could probably split that deep there.
Tried to go over the top. Lott went high to break it up. Now Gines will go back to Santos. Santos walks it across the half-court line and over to Jones. Back to Gines. A lot of pressure now being put on by South Summit, or by Manti on the South Summit offense. Good look inside the high post. Ty Jones gets the roll. Ty needed a nice good luck bounce right there as he hit the back of the iron and went straight up in the air, drops through. Ty gets his first bucket of the night. Now South Summit on a 5-0 run of their own. Ball's knocked around. It's stolen. South Summit has a 4-on-2 break. Over to Jones. Jones in the lane. Kicks it out to Santos. Wide open 3. No good. But Mason Gines with the rebound. And it's knocked out of bounds by Allred. It'll be South Summit basketball.
Once again, another good look. Hopefully these baskets start dropping.
Santos had several good looks as well as Jones. And fortunately, Griffin's been shooting well. This time, turnover again by South Summit. And one more time now, Wright's on the break from Manti. Good defense by Griffin. Doing a good job and stolen away here by Mason Gines. He's out alone, goes up top. Nice shot. Mason having a great quarter. 6 points as Griffin and Gines doing the scoring for South Summit. It's a 1-point lead, 17-16 for the Templars. And a travel there by Lott. Good defense by Ty Jones. And some South Summit guys working hard. They're a little gassed as it's been a fast tempo quarter thus far. South Summit has not gone to any subs yet.
I'll tell you what, being down 1 right now, hopefully we can actually take the lead here.
So Mason Gines will walk it up for the Wildcats. Now's a good time to get a little breather on the offensive side. Manti's dropped into a 2-3 zone, so they can pass it around the perimeter here. Take a little time, probably wouldn't even hurt. Tried to burn some clock here on this quarter, prevent Manti from many more possessions if they're going to sit back in this 2-3 zone. Down to 39 seconds. And Jones goes high post to Brady. Brady tries to go inside to Griff. Good position, and Griff Great job by Jason Griffin. 10-point quarter. South Summit's got a lead, 18-17. South Summit's gone on a 10-0 run and a turnover by Manti as South Summit's finishing this quarter on a nice run as quickly Manti went on a little scoring flurry and moved it out to a 9-point lead, but South Summit now has rattled off 10 in a row. They go up to Jones. Jones over to Griff. Griff's all alone, and Griff with another bucket. Woo! We said Griffin needs to score, and he's doing that in this first quarter. Beautiful way. You mentioned it, Joe. Right over the top of that press and led to an easy bucket. Another turnover on Manti. South Summit doing a great job defensively, preventing those back cuts. And now South Summit's got a chance with 7 seconds to get one more bucket. Giants comes quickly inside the middle, over to Griff for an open three. Oh, and Griff would have really put an exclamation on that first quarter. Great first quarter by South Summit. They finish on a 12-0 run, lead by 3 at the end of 1. We're at the start of 2 here at South Summit High School. Joe Santos, Cody Bowen, great entertaining first quarter. South Summit goes on a nice run to finish that quarter, both defensively and offensively. High scoring quarter by Jason Griffin, 12 points on the quarter. Mason Gines with 6 and Ty Jones with the bucket. It's a 3-point lead for South Summit, and things looking good though thus far for the Wildcats as they shut down. A nice little run by Manti, playing some good defense, and now they start again up by 3 as McFarland goes in deep, and the big 6'7" center gets his first bucket of the night, trims the lead to 1, 20-19.
Manti doesn't hold on to the ball. They move that ball around.
No need for a shot clock as Gines goes into the lane, blocked away by McFarland, and it'll be South Summit basketball.
That was a good take.
It'll be South Summit basketball. And Mason will inbound to Matt Brady. Over to the Griff, over on the left wing. Trying to find Brady on the low post. Got him, he's double teamed, comes from behind, and Manti steals it away. 2-on-1 break, and out in front. Easy bucket for Thomas Allred. His 3rd bucket of the night. South Summit now trails again by 1 as Manti creeps up by 1. Griffin into the lane, up top, no good. Fight for the board. Brady knocks it away from McFarland. It'll be South Summit Manti basketball. Trying to work out that scoreboard for you. We'll get it taken care of soon. It's Manti basketball. 21-20 lead for the Templars. And now inside, trying to go behind his back. Stolen by Ty Jones. Great hands by the senior. Dishes off to Mason Gines. Mason pulls over and goes to Griff on an open 3. No good. Couple of good looks in that deep corner from Griffin, unable to get one to convert from the 3-point line. Manti quickly comes back on the offensive side.
He's usually money from that corner.
He likes those corners, just not quite enough. Deep 3, hard off the glass, no good. And Manti turns the ball over on a bad shot there. Santos into the lane. Get one in, Bracken, no good. A lot of contact, no call made, and quickly Wright comes back for the Templars. Santos now needs an easy bucket to get him going here offensively. And inside, another turnover by Manti as they've been generous the last few possessions, giving the ball back to South Summit numerous times. And it'll be South Summit basketball. As you mentioned, Joe, 4 defenders in the front court. And they get one pass over the top, and it's trouble, and there it was almost. Inside to Brady. Brady pulls up for the 3. No good. Griff working hard on the offensive board, unable to come down with it, and Manti will come back on the offensive end. Quickly right inside. Nice take there by Allred, I mean. His 4th bucket of the night. Thomas Allred knifing his way into the lane, and now Santos goes left. 5:50 left, second quarter. Brady up top, passes back, and South Summit will slow it down. South Summit hasn't gone to a sub yet, and Santos gets in the lane. It's blocked away by Bowles, and now stolen by Mason. He gets back just over the half-court line, gets an over and back. Tough break there. He caught the ball in the wrong spot. It'll be back to South Summit, or back to Manti.
That was a good steal. He was looking up court and just barely got on that line. I thought his right foot never touched the line down, but he must have been there.
Now Manti's gone on a little 6-0 run of their own. South Summit has not scored in the quarter yet. We're 2.5 minutes in. Up high with the shot is no good. Brady comes down at the board. Nice kick out to Ty Jones. Ty up underneath. Great shot. Ty Jones knew the defender was coming behind him. Came up underneath the basket with the left hand. He gets fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Get a chance to shoot a free throw. Try his own three-point play.
What body control. He was
as he decided to wait,
yeah,
didn't he?
Wow.
Great shot there by Ty Jones. Misses the free throw. 1-point lead for the Templars. And Manti will slow it down a bit, which we haven't said much. And quickly into the lane. Ball stolen. It's a 2-on-1 break. Mason got a chance to go all the way, and he does up off the glass. Mason Gines, coast to coast. 8 points in the half. It's a 1-point lead again for South Summit. That's a travel. Another turnover on the Templars. Miscommunication on the break. Holt disappointed there that his guy didn't flash for the cut. And he drags the back foot. Another turnover from the Templars. Very few fouls called in this game so far. Only 3 on the Templars and 1 on South Summit. Beautiful pass inside, and there's a foul right there from Holt. Good passing from South Summit. Santos, high post look to Brady. Down low to Jones. Jones gets bumped from behind. 4th team foul on Manti, and that's the 2nd personal foul on Holt. Checking out for Manti is number 3, Trevor Alder. And coming in the ball game is number 5, Wright. Gines trying to find somebody. Goes up over the top to Santos. Santos in the lane. Kicks out to Mason. Open look. Mason Gines. 3-pointer. Great half here for Mason. He's got 11 in double figures, along with 12 from Griffin. And Gines is going to get the foul. Nice take by number 2, Bowles. And he'll go to the free throw line for a chance at a 3-point play.
Is that Mason's first? Thank goodness.
Only the 2nd team foul on South Summit. First personal foul on Mason Gines. It's a 2-point lead for the Wildcats. Bowles can cut it to 1 with the free throw. Misses at deep board. Fortunately, bounces to Santos. South Summit lucky to get that possession back. And now Mason Gines will walk it across slowly for the Wildcats. Griff, nice up and under. Oh, don't call it travel. Woo! I thought they were going to continue it right there. Beautiful move there by Griffin. Little up and under, got Manti off their feet. That's the 2nd foul on the big guy, McFarland. 5 team fouls now on the Templars. And Gines will inbound. They'll go over to Ty Jones. And Jones goes inside to Griff. Griff backs it out. Goes over to Mason in the deep corner baseline. Mason goes baseline. Beautiful take. Mason Gines having a great half. 13 points. Quick first step. He finger rolls another one. It's a 4-point lead for South Summit. And Manti turns the ball over again. This good high-pressure man-to-man defense South Summit is putting on Manti is creating problems for the Templars. And one more time, South Summit gets the ball. And it's going to be South Summit basketball, as South Summit has gone the entire half without a sub. We'll see if that plays a role here, as I know their bench is a little short tonight with a couple guys out. As Mason Gines now pull it back out, 3:46 left. South Summit can be patient. They go up top. Almost the alley-oop. Gines goes for the rebound, or the shot. Ty Jones gets the put back. Jones with his 3rd bucket of the night. 6 points for Ty. It's a 6-point lead. Largest lead of the night for the Wildcats. Bowles working against Griff. And a little quick step, number 25 for Manti Allred misses the bucket, and South Summit's back on the offensive end. Mason all the way to the coast, and Mason with another beautiful finger roll. 8-point lead for South Summit. Quick pace. Fouls almost needed here with only 2 team fouls to slow this thing down. Mason Gines was 6 in the first quarter and 9 in the second quarter, 15 points in the half, as he and Ty Jones doing the scoring here in this second quarter. It's an 8-point lead, and Lott's free throw is up and good. Stuart Lott gets his first point of the night from Manti, 7-point lead. And pretty unbelievable. These guys have got to be pretty well conditioned to go this entire half at this pace with that kind of defensive energy. And Lott's second free throw is good. He hits them both. Trims that margin to a 6-point lead for South Summit. And South Summit, smart move here. Slowing it down as Manti settles into a 2-3 zone. Good chance to get a little breather. They go up high to Griff on the alley-oop, and Griff with the beautiful bucket. Good assist by Bracken Santos. 8-point lead again, and Manti with another turnover as the Manti coach getting a little frustrated with all these turnovers. Wish we had a turnover list. It's got to be 8 to 10. And checking in will be number 5 for the Templars, Derek Wright again.
Cody, do you know if that coach, he looks like a pretty young coach. I don't remember him from last year. I wonder if it's his first year.
Looks relatively new. And
young.
A
great year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, this would be a huge win if South Summit can keep this pace going as Santos has himself bumped. And Ty Jones gets another foul, but I thought they got Bracken earlier on the reach. Tough break there for South Summit. Ty Jones picks up the foul, saved a bucket. That's his first personal foul. So 14 fouls on the Wildcats. Fortunately, they've all been on a different player. Nobody with 2 fouls yet. As Jones now will guard Lott, bringing it up for the Templars. 2:25 left, second quarter. South Summit leading by 8, having a wonderful second quarter and first half here against Manti. And a nice putback there by McFarland, going up high. Never even brought the ball down. Not much you can do about that as he's 6'7". Went up high for it, put it up off the glass. Brady over now to Ty Jones. Goes baseline to Griff. Ty Jones, open 3, no good. It's going to go off Manti. Nice hands by Santos. 6-point lead now for South Summit, and checking into the ball game, number 15 for the Templars, Wes Cherry.
Like you said, Ty, he hasn't been back very long. He out there.
Yeah, he's pretty well full strength, it looks like. He's had to be now as South Summit gone with no subs thus far. Nice pass, Santos seeing the court. Griff misses a point-blank shot. Tough break there by Griff. Beautiful look by Santos. And inside, wide open to Cherry. Tough turn of events there for the Wildcats. Had what would have been an 8-point lead. 4-point turnaround. Griff missed the easy one, and South Summit gives up the cheap one down low. And Griffin's going to travel. Looks like some tired moves here. As Griff, couple of missed ones, opportunities on consecutive possessions. And South Summit, 1:30 left, trying to hold on to a first half lead. And Bowles trying to find some trouble, goes to Alder. Kicks out to an open three-pointer, no good, but McFarland there, blocked by Brady. Great block there by Matt Brady. And now quickly comes Mason Gines, decides to pull it out, nice move inside to Bracken. Get in, Bracken, yes! Finally, Bracken gets the ball to drop. Beautiful pass on the rebound. And the assist by Mason Gines. Up in, no good by Bowles. Cherry inside to McFarland off the glass, no good. Big rebound by Mason Gines. 6-point lead for South Summit. Mason has the ball knocked away. Able to get the loose ball, and now South Summit can play for last shot if they want. Manti continues to go in this zone. 44 seconds left. South Summit up 37-31. And Gines holding it up top. Gines goes over to an open Santos on the left wing, directing some traffic. 32 seconds left. They go up over top to Griff. Griff in some traffic, unable to get the shot he wanted off as he was in some trouble. And now Manti quickly comes back. Bowles off the glass, gets the bucket. 19 seconds left. And right there's the argument to try to hold for that last shot. But Jason did have good position, so can't blame him for trying to get the shot down low. They go high post look to Griffin. Over to Brady and down to Santos. Down to 3 seconds. And Manti kicks the ball. 1.5 seconds left. It'll be South Summit basketball. Manti is going to guard the ball with McFarland, long arms, over top of Brady on the inbounds. South Summit's got a chance for maybe one dribble and a shot. 2.5 left in this quarter. South Summit leading by 4, and we'll go into halftime with the lead. We'll see by how much. They go to Griff. Griff's got to turn around, no good. And at the end of 1, South Summit leads by 4. Spent a lot of energy in that half. We'll see if they can get some Gatorade in them or something in that second or in that halftime, as it's been a very energetic up and down first half, high scoring first half, as South Summit puts up 37 in the first half. They lead by 4. Joe, pretty good half.
Really good half. If you would have said we were ahead by 4 at halftime, I'd have taken it. But like you said, a lot of energy spent by those 5 players out there. And you mentioned right down towards the end, it looked like they were kind of getting a little spent. A couple of those easy baskets get a little harder when your legs aren't underneath you. And hopefully they have a little good game plan at halftime, get a rest, and come out and keep pushing the ball up the court.
Yep, we'll take a break here. Enjoy the school song put on by the South Summit cheerleader. Back to South Summit High School. We got 1:20 left in this halftime. What was a very entertaining, quick-paced, fast-tempoed first half as South Summit has a 37-33 lead starting this third quarter. Things look good if we can just keep up the energy, as it was a lot of energy expended in that first half. No subs. These 5 went the total 16 minutes, and they played some good hard defense, a lot of transition buckets, and worked very hard to get this 4-point lead as they were down by 8, 9 at one time, 17-8, and Sense has done a great job of putting the ball in the bucket, large in part off to some great fast breaks, off some good defense, did a good job breaking that press. And so going into halftime, as we mentioned, Bracken had 2, Ty Jones with 6, Jason Griffin 14, and Mason Gines with 15. So Jason and Mason with 29 of the 37 points. Ty Jones having a good half. Bracken Santos played some good minutes, able to get a bucket, had some great assists. And Matt Brady's been working hard on the defensive end. Against, we're a little bit oversized, but certainly not over-efforted. I don't know if that's a word, but our effort has been excellent.
It has.
And we'll see if these guys can hold out 16 more minutes, which would be a huge win here at home. As we mentioned, the way we had to mix some games up, South Summit's played 4 of their first 5 region games at home, which unfortunately means the second half of the region schedule is going to be 4 or 5 on the road. So South Summit's got to make trips to Manti, North Summit, Summit Academy, and ALA in the second half of this region schedule. One more home game for the boys team with Gunnison. So toughest part, obviously, the schedule ahead. So it'd be nice to be able to finish this first half at 4-1, be able to be at the top of the region standings. They have 16 minutes left to do it. See if we can match the effort again one more time, as South Summit will get the ball to start the second half, and Mason Gines will bounce it up short or softly and quietly here to start this third quarter. Up over the top, they go to Gines. Wow, unbelievable. Mason Gines going up high on a beautifully placed ball by Santos. And South Summit has gotten their money's worth out of that play over the year as they go to it often, and it pays off again. Mason Gines hanging high up there, getting the bucket from the beautiful assist from Santos. It's a 6-point lead, and South Summit will pick up a foul on Matt Brady. First team foul of the quarter and second personal foul on Matt. One thing we can't have is get people into foul trouble, because there's no size coming off the bench here. So 7:32 left in this quarter, and Manti will lose the ball out of bounds. Another turnover. We'd like to see that trend continue, as Manti had a lot of turnover problems. And Brady will now inbound. And again, 4 men. They go up over top. 2-on-1 already as Griff goes up underneath, and Griff with the bucket. You've said it, Joe. It's not really a hard press to break. One pass over the top, and it's a 2-on-1. It's a 41-33 lead for South Summit. Manti getting in the lane, and Alder gets the bucket. Nice take there by Trevor Alder. Cuts the lead to 6. South Summit scores the first 4 points of the second half. And now Gines goes over to Ty Jones. Jones has the ball knocked away and stolen by Manti. And they go back quickly behind the pack, and stolen by Mason Gines. Mason quickly back. Gets a blocking foul, and he's going to get fouled on the ground on the drive. And Mason Gines quickly, I don't know if there's anybody quicker on the transition than he is with that ball.
He can move, can he? And he sees the floor well. And
it is just unbelievably quick how quickly he's able to get from one end of the court to the other. As Griffin has a 3-point shot blocked by McFarland.
Tell you what, you got to do a pump fake from 3-point land around here, but
would have been good as Griff had him up in the air. But he's not used to having 6-7 guys fly at him at the 3-point line. He just shyly grinned, and South Summit will get another shot.
Hopefully we can get a basket out of it.
Brady now. Manti back into a man-to-man. 6:24 left in the quarter. South Summit's leading by 6. And being very patient on this possession, weaving around the perimeter.
Even this expends quite a bit of energy because they never stop moving.
Yep, constantly on the move. Screening and weaving, handing off. And Griff now will go over to Bracken. Bracken takes a quick cut. Now we'll kick out to Gines, and then goes to Griff as South Summit trying to penetrate a little bit. He has to push it back out, and they'll start up again. Not a bad strategy here. Keeps that ball out of Manti's hands. As long as we don't turn it over, we'll turn out to play some good offense as Gines pulls back for the jumper, and McFarland gets the break and kicks out nicely. Up off the glass, no good, and a rebound by Alder. Alder puts it back up. Alder's second bucket of the half. It's a 4-point lead. As Manti, as you mentioned, they waste little time on the offensive side, and a South Summit turnover leads to Alder back quickly for Manti. Alder up off the lane, no good. Another put back, but Gines comes down with the board and has it knocked away and stolen again by Manti. Fast pace all of a sudden real quickly. And Griff out quickly to Brady. Brady's out all alone. Goes up off the glass. No good, but Mason Gines on the putback. Gines now with 19 in the game. And South Summit's out by 6 again. Got sloppy there for a minute. Ooh, looks like a jump ball. I don't know how they got a foul there. Looks like they're going to call Bracken reaching in. And Bracken will get his first personal foul. Second team foul on South Summit. 43-37 lead for the Wildcats, almost halfway through this third quarter.
That pace is frantic, isn't it?
It's like watching a tennis match, just back and forth. And South Summit had a little chance to get a little breather. They're going to now go into this man-to-man again. And another turnover by Manti. South Summit's on the break. Griff back quickly. Griff all the way up. Nice move. Jason Griffin used the body to screen him out of the way of the Manti defender. He gets the bucket, and Griff now extends it to an 8-point lead. Spin in the lane by Alder's no good. Fight for the board, and coming down with it is Manti. Kicks out to an open Alder, and he hits the three, and Alder heating up here in the second half. He's got 7 in the quarter. 5-point lead for South Summit. And Mason will walk it across. He's going to have to get across before the 10. Pass it. There we go. Got it over to Bracken. Goes high post look to Griff, over to Brady. And Brady will skip over to Mason and over to Ty Jones. Open jumper by Ty. Beautiful shot by Jones. Jones almost now to double figures. He's got 8 on the night. It's a 7-point lead for South Summit. Tell you what, if Ty can hit those jumpers, man, he's going to be deadly because he's as good as it gets defensively. If he can pour in some buckets like he's doing tonight, it's an 8-point night for Ty Jones. And now a deep three, no good. Fight for the board, going up for it hard as Brady knocks it back to Manti. But Alder's going to throw it away as Manti's unable to get to it on the left side. And I'm not sure, did South Summit use any timeouts that first half?
I don't think
they
did.
did, so it'll be a good time to take one. 3:26 left in this third quarter. South Summit's leading by 7. We'll get a breather here. We'll take one. South Summit continuing to go with those 5 as they've played all of the 21 minutes of this ball game thus far and doing a great job. 47-40 lead for the Wildcats out of a much-needed timeout. Give them a chance to walk it up again, catch their error one more time. Again, not many fouls here in this half, which has been nice. Gines into the lane, and there's going to, like a blocking foul. I don't think he got himself over there, but they call it on Gines. Alder, I didn't think had position, but that'll be the second on Mason. So third team foul on South Summit.
Hopefully he stays aggressive.
He's got it. He's having a great night. 19 points on the night for Mason Gines. And a little give and go inside to Alder. Good move there by Manti. And Alder having a great second half. 9 points in the quarter.
He's a smooth ball player.
He is. And Gines now over to Ty Jones. Over to Brady. Brady had an open look. Didn't look that time at the three-pointer. Griff goes over to Gines. Gines pulls up for a little jump shot. Mason continues the hot shooting. Little jumper at the foul line. He's got 21. It's a 49-42 lead for South Summit, continuing to lead here by 6 or 7 throughout this third quarter. Another great pass. And missing the easy one, McFarland comes down with the offensive board. He puts it back up. Now McFarland with 6 on the night. Can't shake him as now South Summit doing a good job breaking the press. Ty Jones, great move. South Summit, picture perfect press breaker. And Jones finishes it with a nice shot up off the glass. Deep three put up by Alders, no good. And Jones with the defensive board.
The nice thing is our boys are pushing it. Manti went to set up the press, and we were already by it by the time they set it up.
Inside, Santos with the nice look. Misses the easy one on a nice pass by Brady. And getting good looks, South Summit is. 1:43 left in the quarter. Holt with the jumper, and Holt gets the bucket. His first of the night. He's got 4. Got 2 free throws as well, and Gines comes back. To Ty Jones, 5-point lead. Minute and a half left in the third. Brady sets a high pick. Mason pulls up for another jumper, and Mason Gines, 8 points in the quarter. He's got 23 on the night. Best game I've seen Mason play thus far.
And he's playing inside himself.
Yep, doing just what South Summit needs out of him as Alder comes right back with an easy bucket. Uses the left hand well. Nice pass from Santos inside to Griffin. It's good to see as Griffin on several good assists there by Santos. Struggling a little scoring, but getting lots of buckets off the assists. And now down low, South Summit gets the defensive board. Mason needs a little help, goes to Bracken. 45 seconds left in the quarter. 7-point lead by South Summit. Ty Jones now. South Summit moving the ball around. Jones tries to thread the needle inside to Griffin. Knocked away by Manti. 36 seconds left in the quarter. Big advocate right here. Holding for one shot. Don't give Manti another chance on the offensive end. We'll see if they get a good look off the inbound. If they got to go up top. And South Summit's going to have to take the timeout. It'll be a 30. So South Summit will be able to drop the play they want here. Coach Hatch always does a nice job out of the timeouts, getting a play that generally leads to a good look for South Summit. See if they can't draw a good one up here. Going up 9 or 10 would really help going into that fourth quarter.
The hard thing is if you get it too early, if you get a layup, definitely. But, like you said, play for one
scenario. I don't think he'll turn down an open layup, but like I said, if you got to go up top, all the way out back, pull it out, burn some time, see if you can't go up by 9 or 10. Really well played game. South Summit just continues to look like they're improving the longer the season goes.
Playing well together.
You're right, a lot of assists, a lot of great passing, and good team defense as always. And Mason now will inbound for the Wildcats. They go over to Griff. Griff on the left wing, goes up top to Bracken. Now over to Ty Jones. Jones pulls it out. Ball knocked away by Manti momentarily. Goes back to the Wildcats. Santos up off the lane. He's going to be fouled. Good take by Bracken. He'll go to the free throw line, see if he can't get a couple here. These would be big ones. 23 seconds left in the third period.
What's crazy, Cody, is there's only 3 on South Summit and 2 on Manti.
Yeah, 5 total team fouls. Last night in the girls' game, we had 5 total in the first couple of minutes. Santos, good shot, gets his 3rd point of the night. 8-point lead, biggest lead for the Wildcats. Can take it now to 9. Santos' second is good. Good shooting there by Bracken. 4 points on the night. 9-point lead by South Summit. Biggest lead of the night. And Manti is going to play for the first shot as Holt, or the last shot as Holt now yo-yoing the dribble right here at the half-court line. Now he goes to work. Mason Gines switches the screen. Almost stolen by Jones. And a travel turnover. Good job there, South Summit D. 3 seconds left in the quarter. And Matt Brady will inbound.
Just get the ball inbounds here.
Just go right over here to Ty. Throw it in, Matt. There you go. They go up high. Santos has to go quick. Griff's got to look at a three. Get in! Oh! Jason Griffin would have been huge. Makes a nice shot on the deflected pass. At the end of three, another great quarter by South Summit. They put up 20 points in the quarter. They lead by 9, 57-48. Eight more minutes of basketball for South Summit to move to the top of the region standings, beating a very good Manti team right now by 9. It'll be Manti basketball, and South Summit having a great third quarter as several South Summit players, 4 of them, all had multiple points. Santos with 2, Jones with 6, Griffin with 4, and Gines with 8. And another turnover by Manti out of the quarter break. And South Summit now can take it to a double-digit lead. Santos goes up in the lane. Just no good, but Griffin with a good rebound, and he's fouled. Hopefully he's okay. His feet were knocked out from under him. He went down hard, and hopefully Griff's all right. And it's going to be a loose ball foul, so it'll be down on the baseline. It's the foul on number 25, Thomas Allred. And Santos having a hard time with the ball. Gets the loose one. Passes out to Ty Jones. He'll go over now to Mason Gines. 7:36. Take care of the basketball. Mason Gines just short on the jumper. And it'll be Manti basketball. And Holtz fouled by Ty Jones. Ty goes down hard. Hopefully he's okay. South Summit continuing to go with 5 players. Unbelievable. These guys have the strength and endurance to go now 24 straight minutes without a break. And it looks like they're going to go the whole way. Inside to Gines. Gines steals it. He's out all by himself over the top. Come on, Mason. Yes. Mason Gines now with 25 on the night. South Summit leads by 11. Quickly, Holt comes back. No good. Fight for the board. Gines comes down with it again. Gines in the open court. Has it stolen away from behind as Allred gets the steal. Allred, crazy shot. No good. And Brady with the big board. And Gines will slow it up for South Summit. South Summit's got the clock on their hands now, in their favor. Don't need to take some unwanted shots. There's an on-one they want. Santos with a big bucket. Drives hard into the lane. It's a 13-point lead for South Summit. South Summit extending this lead on the third-ranked team in the state. And South Summit is having their way right now offensively as Bowles gets hard in the lane. It looks like they're going to get Brady. Could have been called on Bowles as he lowered the shoulder. They'll call it on Brady. It'll be the 4th team foul on South Summit. And McFarland's going to check back in as Brady kind of rubbing his sternum right there as Bowles put a shoulder right into it. They give Brady the foul. That's the 3rd personal. Brady cannot get another one now. 6:30 left in the ball game, and Manti's got to go up high. Ty Jones jumps up for the ball, knocks it out of bounds. Looks like he hurt something as he went up. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he held his hip, which is not a good sign.
He's overcoming a hip injury from football, and he's playing very well right now. South Summit leading by 13, and Bowles takes a little jumpers. No good. Big rebound by Gines. Gines skips it out. It's deflected, but Jones comes down with it. Into Griff. Griff's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Great job there by Griff, getting the pump fake, putting Manti up into the air. He goes up strong. Will go to the free throw line.
That patience of Griff, I'll tell you what, I've been around him since 3rd grade watching him play basketball, and I never thought that it would pay dividends like it does.
Good job by Griff. Gets the free throw. Griff now with 19 on the night. Gines with 25. Ty Jones with 10. Santos with 6. So Griff's second shot is going to be up. And it's good. Griff with the 2 big free throws. It's a 15-point lead for South Summit. Jason Griffin now saying now has 22, so we'll take that. 22 big points for Griff, 25 for Mason Gines. And Holt trying to work his way, stolen away from behind by Ty Jones. And Matt Brady hands off to Mason Gines. Great defense there. Santos into the lane. It's knocked away and a foul by McFarland. It's going to send Santos to the free throw line. And things starting to slip away for the Templars. Down by 15, struggling on the offensive end. And South Summit's speed. It's unbelievable that they're not slowing down a bit. I think what might be the most unbelievable thing about this night is South Summit again has gone with 5 players the entire night against the fastest paced team they've seen all year.
And the thing I like, Cody, is they're not pulling it out. They're still pushing, They're still pressing when they got a good look, which, like you said, is amazing with how much they've played.
Santos now with 3, just short on that one. 3 points in the quarter, 16-point lead for South Summit. Alder takes a deep 3, and it's good. Alder trying to keep Manti in the ball game. South Summit's game to lose right now, up 13. Inside to Griff. Griff pump fakes, and he's going to be fouled. It'll go to the free throw line again. Griffin.
Oh, it's down underneath.
16 fouls now on the Templars. And South Summit will inbound on the baseline. They go deep to Griff. Griff thought about a 3, sides against it, pulls it out. South Summit's got time to burn. Santos out to Ty Jones. Ty over to Matt Brady now. Griff takes the 3, no good, short. Brady working hard on the deep offensive board. Can't come down with it, it's Manti basketball. Bowles working quickly, over to Alder for another open 3. Alder no good. And Santos comes down with the big rebound. And Gines will pull it out. 4:56 left in the quarter. Timeout. South Summit doing a great job. Coach Hatch wants to get his guys another breather. 64-51. South Summit leading by 13. .455 left in the ball game. South Summit playing one of the best games of the year thus far. They lead by 13 and doing a great job on both ends of the court. It's going to be South Summit's ball right in front of the coaching staff here as Mason Gines will inbound. Gines will go into Santos and back to Gines as Manti now putting on some pressure. And Gines will travel under the pressure as South Summit knew something was going to come out of that timeout as Manti's in some trouble and needs to get some quick turnovers. They get one right there, and Manti quickly will have a chance to cut this to 11 or 10. And they go over top to Bowles. Bowles tries to go right, comes back left, hops into the lane. Ball's knocked around, goes to McFarland. McFarland gets the jumper. Griff almost had the steal. And McFarland gets his 8th point of the night. It's an 11-point lead, 4.5 minutes left in the ball game. Giants can't get into this corner right here, is where he got in trouble last time. Goes up top to Santos, gets it out, goes over to Griff. Griff over top to Ty Jones. Got to keep the ball out of the corner, keep the ball in the center, hit some high post looks. There we go to Bracken. Bracken over to Gines and over to Griff. Griff skips over to Jones. Good job here by South Summit. 4 minutes left. High post look to Jones, skips over to Gines. South Summit playing keep away. Burning some valuable time off this clock. It's a foul. Reach-in foul not called there by number 15, Wes Cherry. South Summit will shoot free throws the rest of the way. 3:48 left. And Gines will inbound to Griff in the corner. Passes out of it. And Gines spins out of some trouble. Goes over to Griff. Griff goes up top to Santos. Santos goes baseline. Takes the look. It's a blocking foul, but that'll send Santos to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1 as Manti now with their 7th team foul puts South Summit in the bonus.
Big free throws here.
Huge ones. 3:39 left. And it looks like that is 5 fouls on McFarland. He's going to foul out of the ball game. And so the big guy will have to sit down, and checking in is number 25, Thomas Allred. It's a deep bench for Manti as they can go with multiple kinds of lineups. Santos with the 1-and-1. Santos' free throw is good. Nice shot, Bracken. He's 4 for 5 on the free throw line tonight. Now has 8 points on the night. Bracken having a good second half. He is going to get to 10, Joe.
Yeah, we hope so.
Bracken misses the second. 65-53, 12-point lead for the Wildcats. Bowles hops into the lane, off the glass, no good, and Gines up high for another big rebound. Gines quickly back off to Santos. And Manti trying to save the ball out of bounds, steps on the line. It'll be South Summit basketball.
I tell you what, they're still pushing.
I'll say.
Oh.
It puts the pressure on, and it slows Manti down on this defensive end a bit as Santos has some trouble with the inbounds. He slips down. He looks like shakes him up a little bit. And he comes up a little gingerly. Lost his footing, went down hard on his hip. 3:21 left. See if South Summit can hold on. 12-point lead. Time ticking away on the Templars. This would send quite a shockwave, I think, if South Summit can hold on. And Allred gets bailed out. He was out of control, off balance, just threw the ball up in the air. And the ref will help him out there with the blocking foul, and that'll send Allred to the free throw line. Six team fouls now on South Summit. Allred's free throw is good. Allred has 11 on the night, having a good game. Checking in for the Templars, Derek Wright, number 5. Haven't had to worry about the lineups changing for South Summit. All 5 gone the whole way. And Brady now will inbound to Santos. Santos over top to Gines. Gines gets into the lane, passes off to Brady, and now South Summit will try to burn some more time. Up by 10. Take care of the basketball, make free throws. You're going to win this game. Bowles comes down with the loose ball. Baseball pass over the top. And Brady's got to be offensive foul. Brady's going to foul Alder with the body. That'll send Alder to the free throw line. And Alder will get 2 shots. So 4 fouls now on Matt Brady. Both teams are now in the bonus with the 7th team foul on South Summit. So Alder with a couple of free throws could cut this thing to 8. South Summit still got a couple timeouts they could use if they need them. I think this might be the only game I ever remember without one sub.
Well, if Brady doesn't foul out.
Yeah, that. Alder hits the free throw. Alder with a big second half. 56-65 lead for South Summit. 9-point lead. Manti's going to be putting on some full court pressure out of a made free throw, and he gets it. So Alder now, as Brady will have to inbound. And Brady goes up deep, over to Ty Jones. Ty Jones with the open layup. Beautiful call there by Coach Hatch. Executed perfectly, and South Summit goes up by 10 again. Ty Jones now into double figures with 12. Stolen away. Gines has it in the open court. Gines dishes off to Griffin, and Griffin will clear it. Nice decision there by Jason. Matt Brady all alone. Goes up. Brady, yes! With his first bucket of the night, Matt Brady.
No bigger.
12-point. Nobody was there. Brady saw the opening. The coach is yelling at him, take it. He went up strong. Bowles with the deep three, no good. And things looking good for a South Summit big win as Gines gets into the lane, dishes off to Santos. It's knocked away and goes to Ty, and South Summit will pull it out. 1:59 left. Will be the biggest win of the year thus far against the third-ranked Manti Templars. Santos into the lane. It's blocked by Bowles, but Matt Brady comes down with the offensive board. And Brady now will come out with Mason Gines, and South Summit can burn a little more time. Manti's forced to foul, and that'll send Mason Gines to the free throw line. Look at every one of South Summit's guys. Their hands are on their hips. They're leaning over.
I can't believe they're still pushing the ball.
It's an unbelievable effort tonight by these 5 guys as they're a bit short-handed. And South Summit, with as much grit as you see out of a high school team, going 32 minutes against one of the fastest-paced teams in the state as Gines misses the free throw. And Manti is going to have to score quickly. Minute and a half left, trailing by 12. High post look, trying to get some cutters off it. Alder tries to get in the lane. Looked like a jump ball, but they'll give Alder free throws. And Alder will have a couple more, but something strange happens. It's a little too far to make up and too little time for the Templars.
Alder's definitely a couple times tonight tried to put the team on his back.
Tell you what, he's got a great half going. He had 4 points at the half. And now he's hit several free throws in a row. He's got 3, 6, 8, 10, 13, 15 in the second half, 19 overall. As Alder's a nice player. This one's too hard, but it takes a big bounce, and Manti will come down with the offensive rebound. Skips it across, and coming down with the good hands, Allred for Manti. 120 and counting. Manti wants a timeout. We'll take one. South Summit holding on here, leading by 11, 69-58. 120 left in the ball game. .120 left in the ball game. South Summit close to their highest scoring total of the year as they scored 72 in a double overtime loss to North San Pete. My guess is they're going to have to shoot some free throws. It's Manti basketball. They'll inbound to Allred. Allred hands off to Bowles, tries to get Alder on a loose three-pointer. He airballs it, but Manti gets the offensive board again. Fight for the ball. Santos will tie him up. And whose ball is it?
Jump ball.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Or did we get a timeout?
Manti got a timeout. I don't know how, but.
So did they call a full or a 30? 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. As we mentioned, Manti, high-scoring team, just last week, as we mentioned, scored 82 on North Summit. That was down in Manti, I believe, but they've put up 73 on Gunnison, 70 on American Leadership, 83 on Millard. So like you mentioned, Joe, they put up a lot of points, 87 against Emory, 83 against Enterprise. So, yeah, they're in the 80s quite often.
And you can see how. They just push that ball, and they're fast.
I bet if you counted possessions throughout this game, they haven't been over 10 to 15 seconds on a possession more than a handful of times.
And a lot of them lead to easy baskets.
Yep. It'll be Manti basketball underneath. Allred will inbound for the Templars. 1:08 left in the ball game. South Summit still leading by 11. Bowles takes the jumper. It's up, rattles around, no good. Fight for the rebound. And one more time, Manti gets an offensive board. Still holding on to hope. Ty Jones tries to reach around, and Allred gets the bucket. It's a 9-point lead. South Summit take care of the basketball. This one will be in hand. They lead by 9, 40 seconds left. And Jones down in the corner, hands off to Gines, goes up to Santos. They're going to have to foul sooner or later. They lead 9-point lead as they can't let South Summit continually burn clock. We're happy to do it. 38 seconds now left in the ball game. They'll send Santos to the free throw line.
If he makes them both, he'll get to the 10 we were hoping for.
Yep. That'd be 4 players in double figures tonight if Santos can hit 2 free throws. His first one is no good, just rims out. 37 seconds left, 9-point lead. And Manti burning valuable time. Deep three up there by Wright's no good. Santos with the big rebound. And I think this one's safely in the refrigerators. They go down low to Griff. Griff he'll travel underneath, shuffled the feet. And Griff got hit in the midsection. Looks like he's hurting a little bit. 18 seconds left. South Summit's going to win a huge home game over the 3rd-ranked Manti Templars and will move atop the Region 16 standings after 5 games in this region schedule, halfway through. And congratulations on an unbelievable effort to these 5 guys and the coaching staff at South Summit. As South Summit, a huge win at home, and Coach Hatch is fired up. There's not much else you can expect out of 5 young men on a basketball court than to go 32 minutes against a fast-paced, high-scoring, very good Manti team. And South Summit will remember this one as they win a big one over Manti. Going to send some info throughout the state that this team, when they play well, is as good as anybody. And it's a good sign to see these South Summit boys playing an unbelievable night. Mason Gines finishes with 25. Griffin with 22, Santos with 8, Ty Jones with 14, and Matt Brady with 2. So, wow, great effort there by South Summit as they go to first place in the region at 4-1. And Joe, wow, doesn't get much better than that at home, does it?
That was a great basketball. We were talking about towards the end, there's a little more fouls, but for the most part, that was a really clean game by both teams. Well played. We can see why Manti's highly ranked. It gives us some hope. The nice thing is, as I've said it before, without Wasatch Academy, 2-8 opens up for just about anybody. So that's what it's all about, and looking forward to
a nice
going
run,
down the stretch. Yeah.
All right, so this Friday, South Summit is at Summit Academy. So the rematches begin now. Summit Academy, as you'll remember, won by 6 here at South Summit, the opening game of the region schedule, and have proven they're a bit vulnerable. So hopefully we can now be some road warriors as we've held for the most part at home and win by a score of 9 points tonight. So good showing. So a lot of road games ahead as at Summit Academy this Friday. Last home game will be next Wednesday against Gunnison, and then 3 consecutive road games at North Summit on the 6th, at Manti on the 11th, and finishes up at ALA on Friday, February 13th. So great win tonight. Good job by these 5 young men. Great job by the coaching staff getting a huge win, 69-60. Great job by Jeremy Fierro and Jordan Howell with the technical stuff. Thanks, Joe, for joining us. This is Cody Bowen signing off for Wildcat TV. We'll be back next week with the girls and boys with the home game on Wednesday, and I believe the girls have a home game on Thursday night, next Thursday. So home games next Wednesday and Thursday for our girls and boys basketball teams. Thanks for joining us tonight. Big win for South Summit, 69-60 over Manti.